Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Welcome back to The American Dream. I'm Leslie Niebling, your host for Selling Salt Lake City, and I'm excited to introduce you today to more places and people that make our city such a great place to visit and to live. I'm thrilled to have you here at our first stop, Abravanel Hall. Abravanel Hall is located in the heart of downtown Salt Lake City, and it's home to the Utah Symphony. It's named after one of its previous renowned conductors, Maurice Abravanel. It's got 12,000 square feet of 24-karat gold leaf that adorns the staircases in the lobby as well as the tiers in the auditorium. And in the center lobby, you'll see the famous Olympic Tower. Abravanel Hall in itself is a work of art, and it's well worth the visit. The Utah Symphony is comprised of 85 full-time musicians, and they have a full calendar of classical performances throughout the year. Some of the favorite performances, however, are where the Utah Symphony plays along the full screening of movies, some of our favorites like Love Actually and the Harry Potter series, where the Utah Symphony plays those epic scores live in front of the audience. It's a real treat. Next, I'm going to introduce you to 43 Bakery and its owner, Andrew Carreo. He's an international award-winning pastry chef. Let's go in and meet Andrew. Andrew, so nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you so much for agreeing to spend some time with me and show us your beautiful 43 Bakery.
Of course, welcome.
Will you show us around a bit?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So, Andrew, you grew up in Utah,
yeah.
And your story is absolutely an American dream story about the way you built your business and become a professional pastry chef. Tell us how you got interested in baking.
Yeah, I mean, it was a love of cooking and eating with a family around the dinner table at night, and then I got a job at my great aunt's pizza restaurant making dough and making pizza, and I fell in love with the work.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great story. And then tell us why croissants became a specialty for you.
Yeah, well, I think croissants are one of those things where it's both complex and simple at the same time, and I have such reverence for that concept where it can be really thoughtful and interesting, but also really simple, and I think that there's beauty in that. And I kind of brought that into the design of the bakery, our branding, our messaging. It's all kind of built around that concept of simple complexity.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And really that leads me to my next question is, tell us about why you named it 43.
Sure, so the average elevation of Salt Lake is 4,300 feet, and so 43 Bakery is what I say, it's a love letter to Salt Lake. I moved up to this area after high school, and it was kind of a blessing. It really saved my life, so it's kind of an ode to a community that embraced me and made me feel at home.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I hope this episode has been the perfect setup for your next weekend activity. Come and grab a cappuccino and a croissant at 43 Bakery, and then take in a matinee at Abravanel Hall with the Utah Symphony. I'm Leslie Niebling with Selling Salt Lake City, and here's the American Dream.
Utah. It's a crisp, beautiful autumn day here. My name is Charlotte Ellis, and I'm your Utah host of Financing the American Dream. Today we're going to showcase Utah's stunning autumn colors through the Alpine Loop in Utah County, hailed as one of the most scenic drives in all of Utah. In real estate, it's all about location, 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 which is about where a property is situated and what surrounds it. We're just minutes from the suburbs, but you will feel a world away. And that's the allure of Utah and why we love living here. Well, are you ready to fall for fall? Let's get started. We're joined here today with Annie Trujillo, a top real estate agent with Keller Williams and an avid outdoor enthusiast. Annie, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
And your trusted companion, Penny. You love the outdoors. You are perfect to be here with us today. Where does that passion come from?
I'd say at the end of the day, my mom. There are pictures of me hiking when I was 4 years old, where I grew up, and she really instilled the passion in me for that. So she took me hiking. My mother was an avid runner. She rode bikes, like long bike races. You know, we hiked a lot as a kid. I have climbed big mountains. I used to be a mountain guide. I rock climb, I mountain bike. I do a lot of things that she considers really extreme. So she didn't think it would go this far.
So Utah's outdoors is like no other. The access to it, minutes away from where someone lives. How do you feel that impacts the decision when people come to buy property here?
Yeah, I mean, it impacts my business greatly because I tend to work with people that are just like me. You know, they want to be out climbing, skiing, mountain biking. They want a yard for their dog. They need a garage to keep all that gear. They want to be within a half an hour of hiking, skiing, mountain biking. And so it makes a big impact on my clients and my business.
It's so exciting to meet you and have you here. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your background and how it influences your stunning work.
Well, I'm a visual artist, a fine artist. I spent 30 years teaching art at a college in the state of Utah. And it wasn't mostly photography, it was other disciplines, but I've been excited about art all of my life. I started out as a young kid in Idaho and learned to enjoy the outdoors by fishing with my grandfather. It was an exciting experience, so I learned to really love the outdoors. Got involved in black and white photography, and once I pulled out a piece of paper out of the Dectal developer the first time, I was hooked. I couldn't put it down. So in a former life, I lived in Taiwan, China, a couple of years as a missionary. While there, I was introduced to the color red. Everything that they use in their culture is red oriented. It's a symbol of luck, and it's a symbol of goodwill and fortune. I fell in love with the color red, and it's stuck ever since then. I just think it's a powerful color. I love the outdoors, and this is a great place to be an artist and to do art. It speaks to me.
Wasn't today amazing? Our guests were inspiring and the foliage was so spectacular. It's as if nature took a paintbrush and danced with joy throughout the leaves. My name is Charlotte Ellis and I'm your Utah host of Financing the American Dream. And until our next adventure, may life fill your days with vibrant hues and a joyful dance.
Here today at the Snowbird Resort in beautiful Utah. The first hints of fall are in the air, and so are we. We're on the rooftop of the brand new tram headed to the summit, where we're going to learn all about the summer activities this beautiful resort has to offer. I'm Linda Birch, and this is the American Dream. I'm here with Sarah Sherman, the communications manager here at Snowbird, and she's going to tell us about the myriad of summer activities that Snowbird has to offer.
Yeah, so just as we are known for our skiing and snowboarding in the winter months, there's so much to come up and do here at Snowbird in the summer. It's not just hiking and looking at these beautiful views, but there are over 20 different activities that you and your family can come up here and do, so it's pretty dynamic.
20 different activities. Wow. Okay. So obviously we've got hiking, mountain biking, the normal things that you would think of, but tell us a little bit about what makes Snowbird Summer Activities unique.
Yeah, I think, just as our mountain is spectacular, we want to encourage people to try different things when they're here. So we have some activities like our zip whipper, where you harness in and climb up a rock wall and then swing out into the air in a kind of free fall experience, to things that are more mellow for kids, like a little mini rock wall that they can start trying to rock climb on. So it's pretty dynamic. Our mountain coaster is a crowd favorite, as is our alpine slide, but there's just a ton to do up here.
Did you say mountain coaster and alpine slide?
Yep, we have the best of both worlds. If you want to have the alpine slide, where you're sitting on that slide and racing down the hill, or the mountain coaster, which is one of my favorites. It takes you up through some beautiful trees and then down right back to the center. So
amazing.
It's pretty fun.
While we were getting on the tram on the way up here, I did notice that there is a festival happening right now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oktoberfest at Snowbird. Oktoberfest, we like to say, is one of Utah's favorite traditions. It has been happening here at Snowbird since 1972, so the year after we opened. This is our 51st Oktoberfest, and folks just love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so are there people that have been coming here all 50 years?
Yeah, it really started from the local German community in Salt Lake. They wanted a way to, keep their heritage alive here in their new home, and they came up here and started kind of celebrating on their own, and we're like, hey, let's do this together. And so if you come up here every single weekend, you can see some people in their lederhosen and dirndls. They're here almost every single weekend, and some of them are those original people that helped start that tradition here.
That is incredible. Well, we're gonna go check out Oktoberfest, show you what it's all about, maybe take a couple of rides, and of course, enjoy these fantastic views. Sarah, thank you so much for showing us around Oktoberfest today. We've had a wonderful time. This has been American Dream TV. I'm Linda Birch. Close, coach.
Hello and welcome to Park City. My name is Bettina Lally and I'm your host today for American Dream TV. Park City in the fall has so many fun and unique events. Today, we're going to explore a couple of my favorites, the annual Park City Wine Festival and Shot Ski. Let's go behind the scenes. Come on. We're here on historic Main Street on this beautiful fall day to celebrate the 7th annual Sunrise Rotary Shot Ski. As you can see, I'm in the middle of the shot skis. It's over a mile long, connecting over 500 skis with 1,300 people enjoying some amazing high west double ride. This is an amazing event, so much fun. Can't wait to beat Breckenridge. Let's go. Joining me today is Connie Nelson, the Director of Fundraising for the Park City Sunrise Rotary Club. Connie, thank you so much for letting us come to this amazing event. It is one of my favorites. Can you tell us a little bit about the Sunrise Rotary Club and what you do for our community and why you host this event?
I sure will. Welcome to the 7th annual Park City Sunrise Rotary Club's annual shot ski event. We're going to make a world record here today. So 1,360 shots to beat Breckenridge, who had 1,350 shots in December. The Park City Sunrise Rotary Club is a service club, like Rotary clubs all around the world. Our theme is service above self. We always give back to the community in the form of volunteering, which we are. We have 150 volunteers here today. Wow. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I know, and we also like to give back in terms of money. So we have the fundraiser, which is our 7th annual shot ski, and all the funds that we raise go right back into the community in the form of grants. So between 20 and 25 local communities each year get between $1,000 and $1,500 for their programs. And we're talking, you know, all throughout Summit County and some in Wasatch County. So we really like to give back to the community. And this is fun too.
Well, this is, as I said before, this is one of my favorite events here in Park City. I've been doing it for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and I just want to thank you for doing this and being such an amazing organization here in Park City and everything that you do.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go have fun.
Let's do it.
There's so much to do here in the fall. One of my favorite events is the Park City Annual Wine Festival. We're here in the Canyons Village to enjoy the grand tasting. Let's go in and see what's going on.
Now we're gonna go have some real fun.
So we're going to take you behind the scenes of Best of Fest from Park City's Wine Festival up here at the Red Pine Lodge, 8,000 elevation. And we're gonna enjoy some amazing wines and most of all, Park City's fall foliage. So I'm here right now with some of my favorite ladies from Duckhorn, and we're at Best of the Fest, and cheers to Duckhorn and Park City Wine Fest. Ladies, yay! Thank you for joining us for some of my favorite fall events. We hope you enjoyed going behind the scenes of the annual wine festival and shot ski. Goodbye from Park City, where every season brings a new adventure.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Karen Stone, and on this segment, we're leaving this snow-peaked mountain town for the sunny, sunny landscape of Moab, Utah. Located in the southeastern part of Utah, Moab boasts two iconic U.S. national parks, Arches National Park and Canyonlands National Park, and one of my favorite state parks, Dead Horse Point. Moab might also be familiar to you from classic Western films such as Rio Grande and that memorable scene when Thelma and Louise attempted to make a Ford Thunderbird fly. Spoiler alert, Thunderbirds don't fly. But I will be soaring today. Thanks to the skilled professionals at Skydive Moab, we're going to touch down at one of my preferred accommodations, the Red Cliffs Lodge. Okay, I'm ready. Are you? So I just landed after skydiving with the amazing Dustin on my back. Keith, tell us a little bit about skydive Moab and why this is such an incredible way to experience Moab.
The thing that brought me to Moab was the view. And this is our 19th season. Next year is our 20th anniversary.
And how many dives have you done?
I've got about 13,000 myself.
13,000. And you?
Got about 8,800.
8,801 as of today. Right?
The best one.
The best one, yes, absolutely. Why skydive?
It's a good way to get you out of your comfort zone. It's a beautiful way to see the area.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the things in one.
If you could do this, you could do anything.
Absolutely.
Right?
And did you know we got voted number 7 out of top 10 most scenic drop zones to skydive in the world?
I did not know that.
Number
7. Number 7. So get your butts to Moab, Utah, in southeast Utah, and call up my friend Keith, Dustin. They've got an entire crew. You can bring, how many people can a plane hold?
We can hold 19 people in our
19 people.
plane.
Yeah. Well, thank you for giving me the royal treatment today, for getting me safely on the ground. I gotta go call my mom now and just let her know that I survived.
Red Cliffs Lodge is my top choice for lodging here in Moab. Nestled just beyond Arches National Park, it provides a multitude of adventures from horseback riding to whitewater rafting, off-roading, and more. And for those seeking relaxation and rejuvenation, they also offer a serene spa, daily yoga sessions, sound baths, and more. Their cabins are a perfect retreat with scenic views of the Colorado River and outdoor dining with captivating views of the Red Rock Canyons and the river. Moab isn't just about the parks. I love exploring the shops, wineries, and breweries right in the heart of Moab. With so much to do in Moab, it's no wonder why I return time after time after time. Thank you so much for coming along on this adventure with me. For now, keep exploring.
Welcome to Ogden's historic Union Station, where today we are going to be exploring Dia de los Muertos, Utah, the largest Day of the Dead celebration in the state. I'm Ashley Wolfewis, your local lifestyle and real estate expert. Join me as today we explore more of this vibrant cultural festival and find out why Dia de los Muertos, Utah is the perfect place to celebrate it all. Joining me right now is Amir Jackson. Amir is the founder and creator of local nonprofit Nurture the Creative Mind and the founder and creator of Dia de los Muertos, Utah. Amir, why did Nurture the Creative Mind and you decide that this festival needed to be created in Ogden?
You know, generally speaking, I operate from a philosophy that we all want to be seen, understood, and I just felt like the Hispanic community of Ogden deserved to be seen, heard, and felt acknowledged and recognized by the community. So I wanted to take my experience, knowledge, resources in order to help that community, give them that opportunity to be seen.
Awesome. Have you received a lot of support from the community with this festival?
Overwhelming support. The amount of support that we've received and the community has shown out in such a way that I never perceived going into this. Doing events for a while, a long time, this is the first one that I've ever put on where the results far exceeded what I thought would happen.
Well, personally, I want to take a moment to thank Amir for bringing this festival to Utah, to Ogden. Thanks, Amir.
Thank you.
This holiday is an opportunity to remember and honor the lives of our departed loved ones, and the ofrenda is the first area this takes place. Here at Dia de los Muertos, Utah, they have set up enormous community ofrendas, or altars, where the public is allowed to place photos and items belonging to and in remembrance of our loved ones. Dia de los Muertos is a celebration of life, not death. As such, it is full of music and dancing. Throughout the festival, there are continuous cultural performances, such as traditional dancing, mariachi, and various Latin musical groups that always get the crowd into the spirit of the holiday. One of the most recognized parts of Day of the Dead is La Catrina, a transcultural icon created in Mexico in 1910. Do not miss La Catrina contest, where artists and designers recreate their interpretation of La Catrina. Day of the Dead incorporates items that hold special symbolism for the holiday. The strong scent and vibrant color of the marigolds placed around the festival are a symbolic path to help spirits return to Earth. Monarch butterflies are often seen around the festival as they are believed to hold the spirits of the departed and symbolize their return. Sugar skulls decorated with rich and bright colors are a whimsical reminder that death is just the beginning of a new journey ahead of all of us. Today's festival also includes more modern touches, such as a vendor's hall where artists and small shops, from local producers and those from afar, sell their goods and souvenirs of the holiday. Outside, a car show with multiple ofrendas can also be seen. Part of Dia de los Muertos is looking towards the future at what's to come. And to talk with us today about the future of this festival is my good friend, amazing local artist and client, Leon Araujo. Leon, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell me a little bit, why is this festival so important to you?
I'm really excited for this festival. You see, it's really important to me because it's really important to feel represented and actually included in a place. And Ogden has opened up their arms to us, and they have actually allowed us to feel included and feel represented in this festival.
Speaking of the future, where do you see the future of this festival going, and what are some things that you want for this festival?
I would love for this festival to become a statewide festival. I want it to be really big and have people from different states and all over the United States come and visit and really experience the best Dia de los Muertos festival there is in the United States.
Well, in my opinion, this is the best Dia de los Muertos festival in the United States, and I hope all of you get a chance to come to Ogden, Utah at some point and join us for Dia de los Muertos, Utah. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for another episode of The American Dream, Selling Utah. I'm your host, Ashley Wolfius. I'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream. So The American Dream is a show about lifestyles, culture, neighborhoods, but also real estate. We find the best real estate teams all across the country.
Let's just talk quickly about the fact that this used to be a really seasonal community.
Historically, this area was a ski town. So keeping in that four-season community, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite spots.
The importance of having a person. I think it's really important that you have somebody that you know and trust.
Y'all come check it out.
And so when you see that balance and that care and that spirit, people here are friendly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tricia.
That's all for today. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.